Hey guys, welcome back to No Catchy Name. It's me, Ella. Today is Wednesday, so it's Whatcha on Wednesday. So I wanted to update you guys today on my Carnival of Flowers Afghan that I've been working on for my county fair. It is paid for pattern by Button Nose Crochet. I got it for free though. I don't know if it was when it came out or if they had like a crochet along, but somehow they offered it for free, and if you signed up for something or did something, I can't remember, you got it for free on Ravelry. So I have the whole thing on there. I've been slowly working on it. I can't remember when I started it this year. It was just earlier this year sometime. But I'm making it for my baby Afghan category at my county fair, which the entry day for that is the last day of August. So I still got a little while to finish this and make a few other things to take with me. It is so beautiful. I just love it so much. And to me, it's so cottagecore-y, which I love the vibe of. And if I had more money and more personality, that would be 100% the vibe I would go for in my clothes and my home aesthetic and stuff. Right now, my vibe is just kind of eclectic. But, are you ready? I finished part 8. Da-da-da-da. See how pretty it is? Can't really. Let me get back here. Oh, that's how big it is. I have, I think, 9 more rounds to, not rounds, what are they really called? They were called weeks because it was a crochet along. 9 more weeks to, sections, there we go, sections is a good word, to do. Each section is anywhere between like 3 and 5 or 6 rounds. And then there's also a border, but I'm just gonna chug along working on it, and if I keep getting closer to the fair and it's not done, I'm just gonna finish it off wherever it's at, enter it, and then when I get it back, finish it. Because they're not gonna know unless they've done this pattern. But it's so pretty. So section 8 is this pretty round up here. It was I believe the green, purple, cream, and blue. So pretty. And what's funny is actually one of these corners, there's supposed to be 6 puff stitches, and one of them, it says right here, when I was working on the blue round, I noticed there was only 5. This one wasn't there, and I was like, oh no, because I wasn't about to rip out my rows, because if I don't have to rip it back, I do not rip back. So what I did is I just took my purple yarn and I attached it to where it was supposed to go, and I made a puff stitch, and I just wove in both ends. So I just added the puff stitch. If you're a crocheter, you can kind of tell that it looks different, you know, than the others. Because right here where I attached it. But if you're not, and from far off, it just looks like the other 3 square or corners. So I've done that multiple times. I've done it a couple times on this blanket. I've done it on other blankets with like granny squares stitch, you know, granny square stitch. I've missed something, I just went back and added it in later. I'm pretty sure I did it in my Mandala Madness. But it's so pretty. I just love the colors. The colors is just yarns out of my stash. Let's set that aside. It's in my Halloween bag that my yarny friend Connie made and gave me. I just love this bag. It sits in my living room always. I keep this project in there, and sometimes I just look at it. Yesterday I was just looking at the bag and I was like, this is such a pretty bag. But so I'm using Red Heart light blue. I'm using Big Twist Value lilac. I'm using Red Heart Spring Green. They're all kind of disheveled. They've been living in that bag for a few months. I'm using Big Twist Value Watermelon. This is the main background of the bag. It is Red Heart Aran. I can't see it anymore because I moved it down, but I have a ridiculous amount of that. And then the last color that I'm using right now is Big Twist Value Pale Yellow. But the original yellow that I was using in the blanket before I ran out was Red Heart. I feel like it was called Cornmeal or something like that. It's one of those colors that I don't get to see a lot because you know, when I go to like Joann's and somewhere, I'm not going to buy red heart yarn typically, unless it's spring green or like banana berry or something that's hard to find normally. So I never really seen it, and when I ran out, I went to Joann's and they didn't have any. The only one red heart they had was lemon, and it was super pale. It was like what their pale yellow used to be. So that's why I got the big twist, because it was the next closest. There they are, all my beautiful Halloween bag. Connie has a channel. She doesn't get to post that much, but I will link it anyways below. If you want to check her out, she's so sweet and nice. She lives in Tennessee as well, but far away from me. She lives like almost 4 hours away. I hate that. I hate that the states are always so big, you know, so it's like a whole country away essentially. But the original yellow is this yellow. I really love that yellow. I'd love to have a bunch of that. And this is the new one, so there's a difference. But you know, I think it might look intentional. So, but I love this, and I've already found another blanket that has flowers in it that I want to make. Cause I just love flowers, you know, and I don't know, it just seems kind of classic and girly, which I don't get to be girly a lot, you know. My lifestyle and stuff doesn't allow for it, and the fact that I have 2 young kids who just tear up the house and tear me up and everything. So it's nice to have little bits of girliness around when I can. And plus I can just see June using this, you know, actually when she gets a little older and a little less messy. This would have been so pretty to have when she was a baby, to take her monthly photos on. I should have done that. But it's so beautiful. I just love it. I can't wait to get it done and take pictures of it like I did my Mandala Madness. I took it around my city square, and it was a beautiful sunny day, so the pictures turned out really nice. And I want to do that with this one too. I think this one would be pretty draped over something wood with like water in the background, you know. I'd have to find, I'm sure I could, because where I live, you know, stuff like that's easily available. But that is what I'm going to work on today. I already printed off section 9. I also have some possums I'm going to finish up. I got to make their little ears and their little tails. So I'm going to be working on those 2 things today. And then, I don't know what else. I need to try to find a few more little projects to make for my county fair. There's a bunch of toy categories I can enter, and holiday decorations like Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and Easter. So I can pump out a few little things for things like that. Yeah, I'm hoping next year I can go crazy like I used to do and enter like 30 things in the fair. But it's just with June, she's almost 2.5. She'll be 2.5 the 26th of July. So she's just being a toddler, and toddlers are hard sometimes. But and then Jesse's 8, so he's a little challenging. He just lost his first baby tooth, the 8th one, you know. He lost this one. I don't know what that tooth's called. The one beside your front tooth. And then like a week later, lost the other one, and that was his first baby tooth of the first 8. And so he should be good losing teeth until he is like 10, 11, 12-ish. And he'll start losing his bigger, you know, the back teeth. So that's crazy. And he's already got his little grown-up teeth. They're like poking out like little vampire teeth, and it's sad. It's sad when your kids are growing up. But it's like, you know, it's bittersweet. But anyways, I'm getting distracted, diverted, whatever. I brought my plant in here today. It's a pothos. I had one years ago that was big and beautiful, and I ended up rehoming it because right after I had June, I had some postpartum issues, and I just couldn't take care of my plants, so I rehomed them. And then I got this one at Walmart. Walmart or Lowe's? I'm pretty sure it was Walmart, and it was much smaller than this, and it has grown a lot since then. I'm proud of it. I watered it yesterday, so it was sitting in the kitchen, you know, absorbing water. And so I saw it sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to take that in there with me today. But when I leave here, I'm going to take it back in there by where I sit in the living room. I keep it in the windowsill. And I love having plants. 2022 was a rough year for me. So I couldn't take care of plants and the humans here. I had to pick one. But anyways, let me know what you guys are working on. Let me know what you're making for dinner as well. I don't even know what I'm making for dinner. We have some chicken patty things in the freezer that I might just make those for dinner. I need to sit down and plan dinners for this next week. I usually grocery shop on Thursdays, but I think I might do it on Friday this week. I almost said this year. Just because we're going to be busy. And on Saturday, I'm hoping to go to Joann's. I got to get some fabric, and I'm going to look at some yarn. that it's stocked. I know they just had a big 4th of July sale, so it may not be stocked. I always seem to go at the worst times after sales and stuff. But anyways, that's what I'm working on and what I'm planning on working on. The possums and that today is my goal. So let me know what you guys are working on. Feel free to share any links or anything. If you want to share any pictures with me, which I would love, you can either tag me on Instagram, post it on the Facebook group, or email me directly if you want to. All of those are linked in the description box below the video. This pattern, the Carnival of Flowers Afghan, will be linked below. And I think that's everything I talked about. But it's so pretty. I just love the way it comes along. I love doing these blankets that's in sections because it's fun just to see it grow, you know, a little at a time. It's just pretty. I just love it. And I did catch up on all my ends. When I finished it, all these ones and these ones were still loose. So I sat down and I wove it every single one of the ends. So it's good to go for section 9. So I'm going to start that today. But I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and I will see you guys in the video. Bye guys.